Welcome everybody to a look at a 4K release from Criterion, and it is 1939's The Roaring Twenties. So this is directed by Raoul Walsh, who also did White Heat, High Sierra, They Drive By Night, and The Enforcer, White Heat being my favourite of those bunch. And yeah, this is a crime thriller clocking in at 106 minutes long. Stars James Cagney, who was also in White Heat, as well as The Public Enemy and Angels with Dirty Faces, which was recently released by Warner Brothers in their archive collection. Also stars Priscilla Lane, who was in the Alfred Hitchcock film Saboteur. And yeah, also Humphrey Bogart, who I've seen in 23 other films. He was also in Angels with Dirty Faces, as well as High Sierra, The Desperate Hours, and Key Largo. And finally, Gladys George, who was in The Maltese Falcon alongside Bogart, as well as Detective Story and He Ran All the Way. So after World War One, Armistice Lloyd Hart goes back to practice law. Former saloon keeper George Halley turns to bootlegging, and out of work Eddie Bartlett becomes a cab driver. Eddie builds a fleet of cabs through delivery of bootleg liquor and hires Lloyd as his lawyer. George becomes Eddie's partner, and the rackets flourish until love and rivalry interfere. So, although at the face value this could quickly be dismissed as an attempt to recapture the greatness of 1938's Angels with Dirty Faces, given that this is also a crime film and also stars Cagney and Bogart, I feel this is more than able to stand on its own 2 feet while being plenty different to that aforementioned film. This is thanks to this having an excellent character arc for our lead. The overall cast is brilliant, the pacing is on point, with the plot taking place over several years. It feels more like an epic despite its sub 2 hour running time. It's engrossing throughout, the cinematography is on point, the montage sequences are edited really well, the character interactions are written effectively, and the production is solid. So yeah, overall a really fun film, and a really rather great one as well. I rate it as highly as I did Angels with Dirty Faces, and to be honest I think this is slightly better than that because I think the characterization is somewhat more effective. So yeah, but still like Angels with Dirty Faces, I give this 4.5 out of 5. And yeah, the 4K aspect of this film looks absolutely great. But then again, I've not really got a point of reference for any older, you know, releases or prints and whatnot. But you do get the Blu-ray release alongside the 4K as well. And yeah, also comes with a little booklet. So yeah, as per usual with these Criterion ones, they do fold out quite a fair bit. So we've got Into the Past by Mark Ash, and then we've got About the Master. So the Roaring Twenties was presented in its original aspect ratio of 1.37 to 1. This new digital master was created from the 35mm nitrate original camera negative, in addition to a safety fine grain for some sections, with both elements scanned and restored in 4K. The original monoaural soundtrack was remastered from 35mm composite fine grain by the Criterion Collection. The future is presented in Dolby Vision HDR, on the 4K Ultra HD disc, and high definition SDR on the Blu-ray. So yeah, really cool. Nice little booklet there with a little bit of a write-up, and there are some extras on the disc itself, I do believe. Yep. So yeah, we've got the audio commentary with film historian Lincoln Hurst, new interview with critic Gary Giddins, an excerpt from a 1973 interview with the director. Got the trailer and new English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing. So yeah, overall a fantastic release. Sorry, my camera's shaking a little bit. My cat's decided to clean themselves near me. But yeah, fantastic release. 4K looks really great, but on the whole, it's more about what the film is like in terms of, you know, the physical extras and the quality of the the restoration. And yeah, the film itself is superb. Easily one of my favourites from the 1930s, and yeah, another cracking crime thriller starring James Cagney, because he started out the 30s with The Public Enemy, another kind of similar kind of film in this vein, and then ended it with Angels with Dirty Faces and The Roaring Twenties. So yeah, he capped off the decade and started the decade in fine style. So if you've seen this film before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.